Hello there. Hello there. How are you out there? Let me know that you're signing in and checking in. Hello out there in Periscope land. I see you out there. Hello there on Facebook Live, Martha Cooper-Hudson, your comeback community. Hey Maya, how are you, beautiful? How are you, my favorite detective? How are you? Great. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you, Women of Greatness, for joining me. I am going live from several platforms, so please bear with me because I'll be talking to you. Hey, Sheila Hudson, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're on this evening. Welcome again. Tap that screen right there twice. There we go. All right. Hey, Michael Francis, how are you? How are you? Hey, Periscope out there, I see you out there. How are you? Let me know. You see how your children will take you to a whole nother level? Let me know where you're signing in from. Hello there from Los Angeles, California. Hello there. Hey, Miss Maya from Port St. Lucie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome out there. We will get started momentarily. If you can hear, that is one of my theme songs that I play because I truly believe that it's everyone's time. It's time for us to up our level. It's time for us to take this purpose to an entirely different level. So I welcome you all here. All right, Healing Crusade, thank you. Welcome for joining in. But it's your time. We're going to give a few more people. We're going to start in just a few more moments. But do me a favor. Don't keep me a secret. Share it with your friends because I have something that's going to not only bless them, but help them elevate themselves to an entirely different level. Hey, Healing Crusade, let's make that happen. I would love to be on your show. So let's make this happen. Inbox me after it's over and we will make that happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, it is your time to rise and shine. This is Martha Cooper-Hudson live from South Carolina, and I can tell you what, I am feeling good because I'm walking and doing what I was purposed to do on this planet. Make sure you're sharing this broadcast with your friends and your family. Make sure that you're letting me know that you're out there and that you're here and that you're on. Definitely, we will definitely talk afterwards, Healing Crusade, but send me an inbox message to give me your full name. Hey, Tyrone, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for watching, my brother. I tell you what, we are super excited. We have, went to Gamecocks in 86. Way to go. My son's favorite football team. I can't get him to think about any other college outside of the Gamecocks. So I'm in good hands. So I'm definitely excited. I know that the connection says weak, but it should start changing again. I know that you can hear me. There we go. Hey, cousin Nita from St. Charles, South Carolina. Hey, welcome. This is Martha Cooper-Hudson. I am live here in South Carolina. I am your comeback coach, the extractor of purpose, the CEO of Women of Greatness. I am that serial entrepreneur who's actually wearing a hat that I'm paying homage to tonight because this vision that I have on my head, build it for your last name, is simply amazing. Everything I do for this vision, and I thank the visionaries for doing that, Mr. and Mrs. Jarrett Wilkins, for coming up with this vision of build it for your last name. See, most of us are so busy hustling for our first name that we have built nothing for our last name because maybe 1, we are afraid. Maybe 2, fear is holding us back. Maybe 3, we're listening to everyone else around us talk to us about not being able to do what it is that you are supposed to do or to start that business that you're supposed to start. This platform is for entrepreneurial-minded individuals who's ready to take their business to an entirely different level. See, I was you once upon a time. I was that entrepreneur who lost everything once upon a time, who was afraid to do any type of business because she was afraid about what everyone else was going to say about you or about me. I decided that I was going to live out his prescription, not someone else's prescription for my life. And I decided to do exactly what I needed to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you what, once I made a decision to walk in my purpose, once I made a decision not to live out the prescription of other people, once I made a decision that it did not matter what others said to me, once I made a decision, now I'm getting a weak connection. There we go. Once I made a decision that it did not matter to me about what others thought about me, I decided to walk tall. I decided to stand firm. And I decided to not only stand up, suit up, but start walking in my purpose. So we have been on for 3 days now, just really sharing some awesome and phenomenal things with you on how to take your vision, how to take your business, how to take whatever it is that you are doing to an entirely different level. The first thing we did on Monday was we talked about the 9 things you must do to achieve your goals. We talked about the distractions that come in your life, the ones that come in your life to steal, kill, and or destroy, the distractions that come in your life that is there for you to delay, derail, and abort the purpose and your mission that you have on this planet. So we talked about the distractions on Monday. They are there for a particular reason, and that is to totally pull you off of your game. And then yesterday, we talked about your right words, the right words that you speak. We talked about you speaking the right words to yourself, making sure that you're saying what you need to say in order to get it done, because your life and your world is all centered around your words. Where you are right now in life was centered around what you said 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. So I challenge you to definitely start speaking the right words over what it is that you want. Start setting the right goals, because that's what we did yesterday. We talked about right words and setting goals. Your goals will always be bigger than your finances in your bank and or your pocket. And if your goals are not bigger than the finances that you have, then your goals are not big enough. So this evening, I'm going to step on somebody's toes this evening, because the title of this evening is simply this: everyone cannot go where you are going. Okay, I'll say that again. And I know I'm getting some weak connection, but you're going to have to forgive Comcast. But everyone cannot go where you are going. But most of us, we try very hard to keep everyone with us. Everyone was in purpose and attached to where it is that you are going. But most of us try to keep and hold on to the people who are not attached to this next step within our process. See, what we know for sure is that on your road to success, everyone has a stop and everyone has a final destination. Everyone has a stop and everyone has a final destination on your road to success. People that start with you may not be the people that end with you. People that start with you may not be the people that end with you. Why? Because they are there to serve a particular purpose at a particular time, and then God places someone else in your life in order to take you to that next step that you must go. So I'm going to help you eliminate some of these people out of your life. See, as you elevate yourself in business, in success, and in life, your circle gets to be really small. Your circle, you start to lose people because your circle is getting smaller and smaller because of your road to success, or where it is that God is taking you on this purpose walk and on your purpose run, or that business that you're starting. That person isn't attached to it at this time, and it's okay. It doesn't mean that you do not love them. It just means that they can't go on this journey with you. See, you have to know who's packing your parachute. You have to know that the persons that's packing your parachute, when you're up there in the air and you're 30,000 feet and you're ready to jump, you have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that that parachute is inside of your backpack because somebody packed it. And you have to know that when you jump out and you pull that string, your parachute is going to open. And that comes by making sure you have the right people within your circle that's going to take you where it is that you need to go, that has bought into the vision that you have shared with them, and they're ready to take you and their vision to another level. So you have to be able to know who's packing your parachute. So here's what we're going to do. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Let me know that I'm coming in loud and clear for you all, because I'm getting ready. I hope you have a pen and a piece of paper. I hope you're ready to take some copious notes for yourselves tonight so that you can go to the next level. So let me know out there on Facebook Live, Martha Cooper-Hudson, that you can hear me. Let me know out there in Periscope land that you can hear me. Let me know on Your Comeback Coach and Women of Greatness that you can hear me, so that, because I'm getting it says your connection is weak. Here we go. So make sure that you can hear me very well. Can you check these for me, please, sir? Thank you. So, number 1, the 9 people you cannot travel with on your journey to success. There are 9 people you cannot travel with on your journey to success. So you're going on your journey, and your journey is that destination to success. However, before you arrive at your destination, you need to make sure that your vehicle is clear for takeoff. Because some people that you have with you, they are not clear to take off with you. But you have to make sure that your weight and your luggage can get through baggage claim. How about that? You got to make sure that your luggage and your weight can get through security so that you can board your plane. And if you have the illegal baggage that's with you, that's not for you, then you may not be able to make it through the security clearance called success. So you definitely have to make sure that you listen. Number one, the first person that you got to get rid of is the purple. How about that? The people who are afraid to fly. People who are afraid to fly. Here's why. You can't travel with this individual because their mentality is grounded. Their mentality is grounded. So a person who's afraid to fly, you got to leave them behind. You know why? Because their mentality is grounded. They will accuse you. Yes, I said they will accuse you of having your head in the cloud. You want to get out of the box and see what's out there for you, but they don't understand it. Why don't they understand it? They don't understand it because their expansion and their horizon is still stuck in that box. So if a person's afraid to fly, get rid of them. Woo! Sorry, I got a little bit excited. Knocked it down. If a person is afraid to fly, can I get a little help, please, sir? Thank you. There we go. If a person is afraid to fly, then you need to get rid of them. The second type of person you need to get rid of is the person who's afraid to swim. Did you hear me? The person who's afraid to swim. That individual will only dip their feet in the water. They will only dip their feet in the pool, and they are afraid to get their hair wet. That person will only dip their feet into the pool, and they are afraid to get their hair wet. That's right. That's what I said. And anybody that's afraid to get their hair wet and they're only going to dip their feet in the pool, they will only be that person that you can only depend on if their toe isn't going to get wet. If they do not have to do a whole lot of work. So the second person you need to get rid of is the person who's afraid to swim. You need people who have faith like Peter, who can walk on water. Did you hear me? You need people in your circle who has faith like Peter, who can walk on water. They are willing to get on the boat with you and will not jump off even if your ship gets a little rocky. Do you hear me? That person who's afraid to swim, you need to get rid of. You need swimmers on your team. Why do you need swimmers on your team? Because you need those swimmers who's not afraid to jump off the boat and who's not afraid to be on the boat with you, but will stay on your boat even if your boat get a little rocky. We need some Peter-like faith, the water-walking faith that will allow your friends to be there for you and that person to be with you who's packing your parachute. See, number three, You need to get rid of that person who has too much carry on. You know, sometimes they could be your relatives. Oops, I'm sorry if I'm stepping on somebody's feet, but somebody needed to hear this. Sometimes you're bringing people along that has 2 tons of baggage with them because they can't let go of their history. They can't let go of their past because they're holding on to that history. That was his story back then. It's not your story right now. But so many times people are wanting to follow you and they have 2,000 tons of baggage with them. So if they got too much baggage, if they're carrying too much baggage with them, you gotta cut them loose. You cannot let them travel with you on your road to success. Then the 4th type of person is the economy class mentality. I'll say that again. The economy class mentality is that 4th person that you got to get rid of. Why? Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with having a budget and working with your means. However, you should never defer your dreams or your shortcuts or your vision because others believe your way of thinking is too big. See, I know that I've always been a big thinker. Sometimes as I'm thinking and dreaming, it scares me, but it makes God happy. You know why? Because I trust him enough to know that every dream and goal that I've said, I've spoken out of these lips, that he's given me in my heart, every dream, every goal, and every purpose that he has given me is going to come to pass. Why? Because he simply said I didn't have to know how it was going to happen. I just needed to know that it was going to happen. So that economy class mentality person that's in your circle right now, you may have to cut them loose. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. It just simply means that they cannot go with you on your journey to success. Number 5, afraid of what they heard on the news. You know that person that tries to kill your dream because they heard that someone else failed at it and someone else failed at it. They opened this business, they started this business, but they failed at it. And so they tried to sell you their fear. They tried to sell you their fear because they heard it on the news. They heard the friends talk about it. They heard someone else say that they failed at this particular business. So what? It's not you. Nothing. Even if you failed at your business, at least you tried. Because most people won't even try. They will simply let fear hold them paralyzed and hinder them from ever going up the ladder of success because they are afraid. Fear stands for false expectations appearing real. Again, I'll tell you again, fear is simply false expectations appearing real. Stop taking those false expectations and thinking that they are real because they are not. You cannot take people who cannot speak your language with you. People who cannot speak your language is simply people who does not speak the language of success. That it's always something else but. Maybe you can, but. Maybe you can, but. What happened to I will, I know, I shall? You cannot take people with you who does not speak the success language that you are speaking and letting people know where it is that you are going. Why? Because they will hinder you from getting through the security checkpoint for success. Number 7, afraid of the locals. They are afraid to get out and network with people that are around them. They are afraid to tell people about what it is that you are doing. They are afraid to celebrate you publicly. You know why? Because they're talking about you privately. See, if a person can't celebrate you publicly, then that simply means that they're talking about you privately. So be leery of those individuals who's afraid of the locals, who's afraid to share what it is that you are doing or what it is that you all are working on. So be leery of that. The next person that you must get rid of off of your trip and off of your road to success is the visually impaired individuals. The visually impaired individuals which whom you continue to keep in your circle. Those individuals cannot see. Dr. Miles Monroe simply said that everyone can see, but only a few people have vision. I'll say it again. Everyone can see. Everyone has sight. Everyone can see, but only a few has a vision. So with that being said, you have to push them off the boat, those visually impaired individuals, because they don't understand your vision and they definitely don't understand where it is that you're going. And they can only see. See, visionaries are giraffes. They have that extra extended long neck. Those without vision, I like to call them turtles, because turtles can only see as far as their neck will allow them to see. How do you expect a turtle to see the dreams and the visions of a giraffe? Stop telling your big dreams to small-minded people and start finding other people with big dreams that will take your dream and stretch you to another level. So visually impaired people, they got to get out your luggage in order for you to pass that security checkpoint for success. And number 9, pre-checked denied. Pre-checked denied. They were denied before they even got to the right checkpoint. They were denied in the pre-check zone. See, they were denied before they ever stepped foot in the airport. When they drove there at the airport, they instantly said denied. Why? Because these individuals will ruin your journey. Why will they ruin your journey? Because they don't have the credentials that they need. They don't know the people that know the people that know the people that know the people who can get you where it is that you're going. Because of that negativity, because of their denial, because of their fear, because of their lack of belief in you and in themselves, they will put your vision, your dreams, and your success on hold. So the bottom line here before we move forward is simply this. The bottom line is this: who you share your success with is just as important as the hard work you put in. If you are serious about your success, be deliberate about your travel companion you choose. Did you hear me? If you are serious about your success, you need to be deliberate about the companions that you choose to travel with. If you choose the wrong person to travel with, that person can totally hinder you from ever being successful in what it is that you need to be successful in and in what it is that you need to travel in. You all let me know that, especially on Martha Cooper-Hudson, I know I should be pretty good on all the other ones, but I'm getting a weak connection and it's been consistent throughout this. But I hope, okay, bad connection. Thank you. Bad connection. What about now? Let's see. Bad connection. All right. Bear with me. I see you out there. I am so sorry, Martha Cooper-Hudson people. If you jump over I'm on Women of Greatness. I'm also in your comeback community. I can't do anything about this bad connection. Can you come and check and see if I'm bad connection on the others, please? Thank you. But guys, I apologize for this bad connection, but I know what that is. That's a distraction. That's a distraction because somebody here is supposed to hear what it is that I'm saying tonight. But the distraction can be bad. The distraction, and you cannot allow distractions to pull you off of where it is that you are going. Someone said good here. What about that over there?
This one turned off.
Okay, fine.
It's not dead, but.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but what I want you to do is I want you to go over to yourcomebackcommunity.com, www.yourcomebackcommunity.com. It is also there. It will be posted there. Go over there at yourcommunity.com, yourcomebackcommunity.com, and listen to the full uninterrupted version of tonight. Guys, this is Martha Cooper-Hudson, your comeback coach, your extractor of purpose, out here building it for my last name. And that's what you need to be doing. You need to build it for your last name. And if you like my cap that I have on tonight, do me a favor. Go over and support that vision at builditforyourlastname.com, because you can wear this gear. It works in any business because that is what you are doing. You're not going into business to not build something for your family's last name. See, I heard something this morning. I was listening to the radio as I was driving in to take the kids to school. And Kevin Hart said something very profound. And you all know that he is definitely a man on a mission. And Kevin Hart said he's out there building it for his last name, so that his family, so that his name will always be recognized and go down in the history books as one of the hardest working entertainers on the planet, who's out there making it happen, selling out 53,000 people in one arena for what it is, for one concert, something that has never been done. Because he understands that hard work pays off, dedication pays off, and if you build it for your last name, you will never quit on it. But if you hustle for your first name, you will walk away from it every time. So make sure you will go out there to www.yourcomebackcommunity.com. Become a part of my community. If you want a build it for your last name hat or t-shirt, go to www.bifyln.com. This has been Martha Cooper-Hudson. It's been a pleasure. But tomorrow night, I have a huge surprise for you all. I'm getting excited because I have something for you that your life and you cannot do without. So make sure you share this word. Join in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. so that you can get this very special gift that I'm giving to you all tomorrow. I don't take your time lightly, ladies and gentlemen, because I know that you are on a mission to change whatever it is and do whatever it is that you need to do in order to build it for your family's last name. So as we get ready to sign out, ladies and gentlemen, I know. Thank you, Sharita Johnson, for sharing and jumping in. Thank you, Lemire. Thank you, Juanita Plowden. Thank you, Terrell. I love you. Thank you, Janice. Thank you for everyone who signed in this evening. Make sure you go over to yourcomebackcommunity.com. You can catch it uninterrupted. Thank you. Be blessed. Can you stop that? Pause that. Stop that one. Stop that one. When you start talking to me.
This video is over.